What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you come into the channel and check out the content. And with that being said, man, I'm gonna get right into it. And I wanna speak on Puff Daddy, right? And his like I don't know, like everything that he's going through. I don't understand like why Puff Daddy allowed himself to go down this road, and I'm saying that because like he the history of the entertainment business is kind of shady, and it's been like that for years. For way before Puff Daddy got into it. So it would, it just seemed to me that he would know that he was dealing in he was in a shady business, and that he was not going to be able to get away with all of these allegations that are against him, right? And even the people that mentored Puff Daddy, the people that trained him and showed him the ropes, like they had questionable, they had some questionable things going on with them. So he should have seen that he was, like later on, this stuff was everything that he did was going to come back to bite him. Um, and he's just saying like also notice that like how like artists have been treated in the past. And I don't know why he would have thought that he would be any different than like the artists in the past. Maybe he thought because he was a not only was he an artist, but he also was like he was like he's an executive too. And so maybe he was thinking that because he's an executive, that the same fate that a lot of artists met was not going to affect him. Like for instance, like a lot of artists in the business, they wound up, they wound up with nothing, and at the end of their career, and a lot of these guys died, poor and broke, or they met some type of tragic downfall. And I don't know why, knowing the history of the business, like I said, Puff Daddy thought that he was going to be the exception to the rule. It just, to me, he just made a whole bunch of just like his judgment just was off. And I think this will serve as a lesson to people that, like no matter how high up or how much success you have in business, you still have to have morals about you. You still have to have like ethics and stuff like that. And it still pays to treat people the way that you would like to be treated. And so now Puff Daddy is in a situation where, people are they're calling him like a crime boss, like a mafia boss, and everything. And so, even though he had a 30-year run, he still should have known that, like I said, this was going to come back, and all this was going to bite him. To me, and it just shows that he really didn't study the game. Even when you think about like the kind of music and stuff that Puff Daddy put out, like most of what Puff Daddy put out like was not original music. It was a lot of music that they sampled and from different artists before them, and they remixed it, and they had a lot of success that way. So I guess I guess you don't really have to be a genius to do something like that. You know what I mean? Because like I said, most of what he put out wasn't a creation of his own. And so he really wasn't thinking about, anything except for just really just benefiting off of like somebody else's work. And that type of mentality, that type of attitude has come back and really to bite him in the butt. And now he found himself in a situation, a terrible situation where his freedom is definitely at risk. His legacy is at risk. and you know, he looks to is looking like he may spend, if not the rest of his life, he's going to spend like the bulk of what's left of his life, probably in prison. And like I said, it's because he wasn't a student of the game. He should have known that, he was not going to be able to walk away, ride off into the sunset after doing some, of these allegations, like facing some of these allegations. Like he wasn't going to be able to, to do that. Um, and I have no idea what made Puff Daddy think he was going to be able to get away with these things. And yeah, that's my take on it. With that being said, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Also, I want to hear your comments. Like, what do you think? Do you think that Puff Daddy, like he should have known better than to allow himself to go down this path, and think that it wasn't going to come back and bite him in the butt. But yeah, I'm looking forward to your comments. And with that being said, I'll check you all out in the next video. Peace.